Better roll some on, compadres. It's time for part 8 of this game that has suddenly taken a turn for the more fun. By the way, here's... oh, wow, he's on the top screen now. So I have to, you know, readjust the screen now. Yeah. He kind of reminds me of the, have you guys ever seen, probably you have, the old school, what's it called? Fantasia, right? The last one, I forget what the thing is called. I think it's like Chernobog. It's based on some, like, I think it's either Chernobog or Chernobog. One of them is the name of an actual, like, demon or something in some kind of mythology, and the other is just Disney's take on that. The only reason I know about that one is because of its presence in Persona 3. But anyway, which, wow, the camera's going nuts. I don't think I have my Comic-Con videos up at the time of this Let's Play being done, but those will be up eventually, and you'll see exactly how much I like Persona 3. So the first thing we're going to do is the same thing that we do at the start of every part from now on, even though I don't feel like I need to right now. I'm going to go ahead and go in here and grind, and, you know, fight a couple trainers. Looks like we're going to do some fights with trainers first. We are going to turn on the dowsing machine as well. Let's see, yeah, we got a couple of trainers we're going to battle outside here first, who we could have fought before the gym, but I didn't want to risk, you know, I wanted to wait and see if we get a different guy inside the thing. Cottony! Wow, they're really stretching for names now. Could be a grass type. Which, this by the way, reminds me of that video Xerxes linked about the Kindle on sharecropping trip. Okay, this thing has Leech Seed. So yeah, we're gonna use Gust. I think after this I may go ahead and do the grinding session for this, because it is still kind of blurry. And yeah, we do get some Leech Seed damage, but the thing is almost dead. And she does have 2 guys, but we're gonna finish it off, I think, here with another Gust. I didn't even look and see if that was super effective, I just assumed it was. And yeah. You don't get to play Pokemon as many generations as I have without being able to identify what type of guy is on sight, even if you don't actually know. In Prison, this could be useful for mirror matchups. And, let's see, I kind of like her having Heart Stamp and Confusion, but Heart Stamp is stronger. We're going to get rid of Confusion, and this can also be pretty useful, again, I mean, it could be useful in mirror matchups, because Imprison, if I'm faster, would lock out Imprison itself, in theory. And it would also be potentially useful against anything with Gust. I mean, I think Heart Stamp is probably a pretty unique move on this thing. I mean, based on the way it has a heart-shaped snout. And Petilil, we've been seeing overworld sprites of this thing. I still have Leech Seed on me, though, so I'm a little bit wary, but I'm going to go ahead and Gust, and hopefully 2-hit KO this thing. God, if we had Kathy, our new friend from the last part, and once again I get it down really low, and it misses a Sleep Powder, which is good, because I thought about switching out to Blair. But let's go ahead and finish this thing off with Gust. And that'll be some good experience up for Sally, as she gained a level out of that. Really bad money, but you know, that's kind of to be expected. Okay, this guy's not going to fight us. What I'm going to do right now, we're going to have a wild fight is what we're going to do right now. This game loves its wild... oh, crap! Yeah, okay, here's this thing that murdered Chelsea. But, however, this area, even though it's different, you know, it's outside the forest, it is still considered to be the Pinwheel Forest on the game save screen. I checked that, so this thing better not get a bloody crit. We're going to Heart Stamp and hopefully get a flinch on it. That's what we're going to do. This thing would be kind of nice to get, though. I assume it's a water type, based on the way it looks like it's a tadpole. Is that like supposed to be Timp as in like timpani? I thought timpani was spelled with a I? T-I? Maybe that's the... I think that's the name of a pixel in Super Paper Mario. I think that may be what I'm thinking of. Like a Tippy and then it gets replaced by timpani or something. I've never beaten Super Paper Mario. I need to. I'm pretty sure like Tippy dies or something in spoilers, I guess. Although I haven't played the game myself, so I can't really say. But yeah, we're still blurry. So what we're going to do, since I'm just going to be playing against random wild guys, I'm not really thinking that I'm going to be in too much danger. So we're going to get Kathy out of the PC. And with Super Luck, and with that high crit rate, let's see, I believe, high crit rate moves are considered to be at critical hit level stage 2. Again, this is based on 4th gen knowledge, which have I believe a 12.5% critical hit rate, and I'm not exactly sure what all the critical hit rate stages are, but Super Luck would boost that, again, under 4th gen rules, it would boost it to critical hit stage level 4, which I'm not sure what that is. I know 5 is 50%. I want to think that 4 is 25%, but I'm not sure about that. I want to think that 2 is about 12%, but then I'm not sure what that leaves 3 as. So anyway, yeah, Kathy's going to be our lead off right now. If she's in trouble, obviously I'm going to switch her out. I'm going to go ahead and record the first couple of these wild fights in case there's some new guys and stuff. Here's another one of these Temples. And yeah, looking at her nature, she has like the perfect nature. And I kind of forgot this thing on Supersonic. I'm also slower than it, which makes sense because I'm quiet. But I really like that quiet nature on her because I like her to, you know, be a. And finally, it hits with Supersonic, which is annoying. So I'm probably gonna have to switch out of those until I get strong enough to kill these in one hit. Yeah, she hits herself pretty hard in Confusion. I'm going to switch out to Blair. I know that Blair can mow through these things in one shot easy. So, this thing hasn't used an attack move on me. I wonder if it's... Oh yeah, it's got Growl. Supersonic and Growl, so Soundproof would be an excellent ability to have right now. We'll tackle and finish this thing off. Critical hit even on the guy that doesn't have Super Luck. And yeah, see, Kathy got a lot more experience out of that than Blair did. So, yeah, we're just going to be going through here for a little bit. See if there's any different guys. Oh, okay, yeah, here's the pretty obvious fighting guy. And that may be, and I'd like to use Air Cutter on this thing, but I don't know what this thing's made of right now. It's a fighting type, I know that, so I'm going to go to my thing that quad resists fighting types, which is Sally. And by the way, I should have healed up since there's a free heal right there. Focused Energy, but I'm still not overly afraid of this thing. Hopefully I'm faster, I am. Heart Stamp, super effective stab. Focused Energy again. And was that Bide? That looked like Bide, but I should be able to 2-hit KO, so it doesn't matter. Is that Storing Energy? Yeah, Storing Energy, so it's using Bide. And seriously, throw on a sumo-looking guy who looks like he throws you around. Throw. Nintendo, I want to slap you. That is, I think that's the worst name since First Generation with some of the names in First Generation. Like, I know everyone loves First Gen, yeah, but some of the names in First Generation were kind of simple. Especially in Japan, they were way too simple. I mean, they were pretty much, half of them were English. But anyway, throw? Really? Throw. That, you know, you can't even make it a pun. Like, again, with Super Paper Mario, the pixel that allows you to pick up and throw stuff, his name is Thoreau. Like, you know, oh crap, Bubble, was that Bubble or Bubble Beam? I'm gonna assume Bubble Beam, based on the way that did considerable damage. We're gonna definitely, okay, yeah, we're gonna have to go to Blair. I can't train up Kathy effectively in this area. The guys are too high level. Yeah, Bubble Beam, that's a beast of a move to get this soon. And so, yeah, well, I guess we have been getting kind of really strong moves too, like Leaf Tornado and Air Cutter. Once again, another voice crack for Malkin and Gold. Hey Malkin and Gold, I hope you're watching. So yeah, I think what we're gonna do is get out of here. We've seen the tadpole thing, and we've seen a throw. I'm really happy that we got to see a throw. Whoop-de-doo. But yeah, I'm really pleased that we did get Pit of instead of one of those two things, because we already have a water type that I'm interested in using. And I forget what the first thing we saw. Was it a female? It was probably a female, just based on the way that this playthrough has been going. And, well, actually, I did have a name for a female water... I do have a name for a female water type if we get one later on, which has had her name changed from the initial version of Talisman. Now it's Talisman, which is why the character's name is Talix, in case you were wondering. But we're going to go back out here. Thank goodness she doesn't block you off right there. And the blurriness seems to be kind of going away now. It'll be interesting to see exactly when that goes away. But anyway, I'm probably gonna backtrack after we finish this grind session too, and try to pick up some items with this. But yeah, Quiet Nature is kinda awesome because, you know, this thing is somewhat mixed with Air Cutter. Let me do my stuff. Air Cutter being special, and we're probably gonna keep Air Cutter all the game, just for the critical hits in case we need them with Super Luck and whatnot. And Quick Attack is obviously physical. I may teach this thing Work Up too, so this thing. And oh, by the way, check out that defense, and check out it's capable of taking hits. So that's a potential perfect defense IV. That's sick to have in game. And HP is not that bad either, considering it's level 15, 40. That's it's a decent amount for a guy that I think we determined it's going to have 3 stages of evolution. Not totally sure about that, but it probably will. And yeah, totally awesome that we were able to get her in a Premier Ball too. See how much damage we can do to these things. Yeah, Super Luck, Super Luck, awesome. All right, so I'll probably have to use Quick Attack against the Giraffe / Antelope, whatever the Blitzel. Yeah, Blitzel, that thing. So I'll probably have to use that against it. But anyway, let's see if we can one-shot the Patrat as well. Okay, we can't one-shot it without a critical hit. But Kathy's taking physical hits really well, which is sweet, because most of the hits that you take early game are physical. So that's awesome that Kathy's able to sort of tank those right now. So we're going to train her up with our grind session for this video, because we may be able to get another guy, I don't know. But we will now start this video's grind session, probably a much shorter one this time. And once again, you know, I should probably actually check and make sure if I can do that whole link annotation thing. If I can't make it a link, I'll at least tell you what time to skip to. But if you want to stick around and watch me grind up my new bird and listen to whatever video game music I'm going to play this time, go right ahead. So here we go. And by the way, I could use Audino for this, but that requires, you know, me to spend money on repels, so we're not going to do that just yet. But once we start getting into the money, we will do that. And another thing also, I misread what A180 mentioned to me. But previously, I thought he said that he stumbled upon the Versus Seeker. It was the Versus Recorder that he stumbled upon. So, I mean, you guys know how I am with ROMs, and I hate that, you know, the Versus Recorder gets used for the ability to record and upload battles that way, as opposed to a webcam. I mean, you could still use webcams to record ROM battles anyway with R4. But anyway, yeah. But anyway, I need to stop saying anyway so much. Do I not? That's my beef with the Versus Recorder. I mean, you know, I'm still going to record any 5th gen competitive battles I do with my webcam. I mean, this quality right here, pretty awesome, I gotta say. I mean, I prefer this to screen recorded quality any day. Evolution? No evolution. Okay, so now we're gonna have the annotation up, and I'm gonna be quiet now. And grind session start. Yeah, now we got a tank. Okay, Roost, excellent move. So yeah, it looks like, based on Pidov's stats, which I kind of left up there for a little while, it looks like it's kind of a physical tank at this level. And I gotta say, guys, like, Pidove is seriously becoming one of my favorite Pokemon. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because it's so simple. So simplistic the way it's designed, but it is, like, seriously, I think it's in my top 10 already, and I haven't even seen its full line. So, I don't know why I'm so pleased with this bird, but I am. Like, it's definitely my favorite early bird of any generation. I like it better than Pidgey, Spearow, Hoot Hoot, not Swellow. I say Spearow and then I think it's Swellow, but it's Taillow, and Starly as well. So, see, we don't have any info on this retarded throw dude. I mean, he's kind of a cool looking dude actually, but although seriously, why is a Pokemon wearing a fighter gi? Seriously. Then we've got this thing, which I assume is Bug. This is Sewaddle, which is probably what we were trying to catch as a bug type. Cottony, Petalil, Sandile. I'd like to get this Sandile. Pretty cool looking guy. Sand type alligator, or crocodile, I suppose. Yeah, I'm liking the reptiles in this game so far. Apparently, this thing is in fact an otter. I've heard from Daryl today at the Ferguson Center. No, not you, Malkin. That this thing right here, I said it looks like a shell, like an otter would use. I've heard it's also a penis, but I have my doubts about that. And the music is all gone right now. So yeah, Patrat evolves into Watchog, and it kind of has the voodoo-looking eyes. This reminds me of a mongoose. I'm not sure what its like official classification is, like how Purloin is a devious Pokemon, for example. What else do we have in here? Yeah, the three monkeys, which I'm assuming do evolve. Muna. Awesome bird. Awesome bird. I'm loving this thing. I don't know. There's no reason why I should love this thing. I guarantee you, though, right now, I am the happiest person in the world that ever caught a Pidove. Like, Pokemon Ranger style, catching a Pidove right here. Blitzel, Roggenrola, Woobat, Audino, Timber, Timpole, Throw. That's the... seriously. They're gonna have to be pretty bad to beat this name as the worst Pokemon name of all time, English or Japanese. But anyway, what I was gonna look at really quick, I guess I'll do it on the top screen to be more convenient for you guys. Yeah, we have Pidove, and then two unknown guys, and then Blitzel. So I'm assuming, based on the two unknown guys, that this is gonna evolve twice. So that is what we'll do. And obtain 7, is that right? Yeah, because we had a full party, right? Yeah, we had, well, yeah, but Blair counts as 2 on the Pokedex, that's right. Okay, so, what we're gonna do now that we trained, not Chelsea, I'll get used to her name eventually, Kathy. Now that we trained Kathy up to level 18 and got her Roost, which is totally awesome. That's going to be an amazing combo with Blair. Leech Seed him up, switch out, and start roosting. Start tanking hits. That's going to be hopefully an effective strategy for us in the future, assuming, you know, both of them live that long. But anyway, we're back down to 3 guys. I said anyway again. Tell me, I need to remember to stop saying that. Another wild fight. This game loves its wild fights. The stupid thing that killed my Chelsea. I mean, well, although in retrospect, I mean, if Chelsea had died, I may have gone ahead and dumped her right now for Kathy. Although, I don't know, I probably would have kept using Chelsea because she was higher level, and I would have just kept Kathy as a backup. Let's do Bite. Bite will be stronger. More base power. There we go. I'm not really sure why I had Billy leading off. I guess just because that's where it landed after Kathy. But anyway, let's put Sally back up the top. She's level 19. She's a little bit under level, not much. Oh, and let's put our dowsing machine on for sure. See what this item is. It's a Great Ball. I was kind of hoping it was a TM. Oh well, this is inconvenient that this is blocked off. battle this little kindergarten kid. Or preschooler, I guess that's even lower than kindergarten, huh? Question of the day, so that people... Homer, oh that's hilarious. For reasons. Hopefully by the time this video is posted, nothing bad has happened to Homer. Not that anyone knows what I'm talking about, but anyway. I'm afraid that this thing is going to have a rock move. That's definitely a high possibility at this level. So, I know it is rock type because it resisted tackle or something, so I don't think it's steel type either. So we're going to go to Blair, who can kill it in one shot if it has an ability besides Sturdy. It's got 2 abilities. By the way, I also don't know if they changed it to the possibility that Pokemon can have 3 abilities. But Sturdy kicked in, saved it right there. Yep, Rock Blast, pretty much what I expected. Not dealing too much damage, though. And it only hit 3 times, that's good. So let's finish this thing off with Tackle. Or at the very least, break the Sturdy if he potioned it up. Alright, cool. Yeah, actually, that is a pretty awesome guy. I hope we get him at some point. I'm hoping we can get him, because I think he's got a 3-stage line, too. I'm also not sure if he's pure rock or rock ground. But anyway, there's more to this route. We're going to keep going down here. There's some items down this way. Can't go this way yet, though. Blocked off by some trees. Blocked off by a throw. Again, level 15. Leading off with Sally, so we should be able to take this guy out pretty well. He's going to use Bide, so this means we better get a 2-hit KO. And doesn't look like we're going to get a 2-hit KO. We're going to have to, crap. If I hit him again, I mean, Heart Stamp has more base power. I can't believe that didn't 2-hit KO. No, physical attack is higher. So, Gust is not going to deal any more damage unless this thing's really weak on special defense. Who has the most health right now? Sally has 55. Blair has 57 at max, but Sally and Billy both have 55. I think Sally is probably going to be best able to take this hit. I really don't know how much health that thing has. I also don't know if Bide was made to deal like triple damage. If the Bide was made to deal triple damage, then I'm probably dead. And I mean, my best defense right now, honestly, is to throw a Pokeball at it and try to catch it and cancel its turn. That's my best defense against it right now. But I don't know. Could you do that and just as a defensive measure? Oh, you know what else we could do? I'm stupid. This is a wild fight. Just run away. Don't risk it. Okay, so that was stupid. I totally forgot it was a wild fight. Therefore, I can just run. Okay. So yeah, I need to be more careful with those things in the future. Here's a Timber, which is the other thing that N had. I assume it's a fighting type as well. And at first I thought that this thing was its nose, but now I think it's facing this way, like this. It's kind of like looking back at you, and this right here is its nose, and you can kind of see its mouth there. It carries around its own 2x4, which is kind of interesting. Let's use Gust. Yeah, that dealt nice damage. I mean, her Gust is weaker than Heart Stamp, and her physical attack is higher. So Heart Stamp should deal more damage, but you know, these things could have different levels of defenses, physical versus special defense. So there could be some variation there, but I wasn't about to take that risk with that throw. Looks like things are due left. Here's a guy. Do you want to go ahead and fight him or get this item first? Looks like the item's going to be over here, though. Let's go ahead and fight this guy. Brave and the bold, just like Batman. Keita. And he has the tadpole thing, which is perfectly fine by me. We're gonna go out to Blair, and hopefully this thing won't supersonic spam and get Blair confused. That's the only thing I'm kind of afraid of from this thing is supersonic. I avoid it once. I'm gonna set up a leech seed on this thing, so that if it does just spam supersonic and growl, I can get HP back from it. And also just to sort of mitigate my any damage that I take self-induced, or damage in general. Continue to avoid supersonics, that's good. I want to go ahead and get up another growth and maybe have Blair sweep this guy. That would be pretty nice. And he's slower than Blair, so that's helpful. I'll be able to react to supersonic better. Another leech seed gain will get me back up to close to full. Okay, now I think we're at +2 or +3, something like that. We're gonna start trying to sweep, if possible. Another Tempole. So yeah, if this guy's just got 3 Tempoles, then we should blow through this guy pretty quick. And if Blair evolved at level 17, I'm hoping that means that she's gonna evolve at 32 or before. You know, the way they did the Johto starters, I think, was the most fair, without just having them all be equal. Because you had Totodile evolved at 18 and then 30. So he was sort of spent the least amount of time in his stage 2 form. Chikorita, I think, was balanced and evolved at 16 and 32. And then Cyndaquil spent the least amount, or the most amount of time in his middle form at 14 and then 36 is when he evolved. So let's see. I doubt that he's gonna have more Tempole. Everyone pretty much has full life. So let's go ahead and battle this guy too. I mean, these are all guys that I could have fought before the gym, so they shouldn't be that hard now that we have beaten the gym. I just chose not to come down this way. Youngster Zachary. Venipede. Oh, that's a pretty cool looking bug. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Seeing as it's likely a bug type, we're gonna hit it with a gust. I wonder if this is the new, like, Wurmple of this game. Wurmple, by the way, is my favorite one of those early game bugs. Here I'm gonna switch out, fearing Bite, and let's go to Billy this time, since we already swept the dude with Blair. Goes for a tackle instead. I guess stab. It's gonna, well, wouldn't deal more damage in that case. Billy also has Rock Smash, so we can 2-hit KO this thing, probably. Or 1-hit KO this thing. Go Billy! Smashing those rocks, smashing those jaws. There we go. I just caught them and haven't raised them yet. Well, you need to go out and be EV training, buddy. Or start grinding. There we go. Okay, there's an item down to the south. We're walking on water. Oh, here we go, right here. Talix found an antidote. Always nice to get any kind of item. We like all kinds of items. Looks like the next item is going to be up here. Looks like, okay, that's different music, so that means... Oh crap, this is a double battle grass. I didn't notice. But that's okay, because we got 2 guys who can handle it. Let's see, we got Gust and Heart Stamp. And with Blair, we're going to do Leaf Tornado. We're going to take these guys down as quick as possible. And we got an accuracy drop there. Heart Stamp will finish that guy off. So now it's 1 versus 2. Let's see what this guy does. Sally gets a level up. Level 20. Nice XP gain. Apparently Woobat is a pretty decent tank. Or I keep saying tank even when it's just flat out a wall. Good gains from Blair too. Focus Energy, not gonna matter. We're gonna take this thing out ASAP. I think I just targeted an empty panel. Yeah, apparently you can target an empty panel, which is interesting. I don't know if that automatically retargets or what. I'm going to use Tackle instead, because that should deal the requisite damage needed. Heart Stamp should finish the thing off. Yep. Okay, well, we're still going to go through this. Yeah, double battle grass, it's, you guys can kind of tell the difference between... I just wasn't paying attention. You know, this grass is, it's a different shade of green. You can kind of tell. This is more of a jade, and this is more of an olive, I guess, is the kind of thing you would say. Right here, on this patch of water, found the tiny mushroom. We can probably sell that. I don't know if it's used for... There's a... No, okay, there was another item up there. I don't know what it's used for. Oh, crap. Like, I kind of don't want to fight these things, actually. Yeah, I don't want to fight two Pidove. Now that I know they have Super Luck, and especially in a double with Air Cutter, that would be... That's pretty ferocious. I don't know if I want to handle that just right now or not. Let's go through here. A little bit less resistance of a path, but we still get a wild fight anyway. Double up on the Tempole. And I think the bottom one corresponds to the one on the left. I think, yeah, because it's a little bit further over. You can see this is a little bit further than this. I'm going to have this little stylus handy for pointing things out on the screen, huh? So I think that means the left side one is the higher level. Blair should one-shot the Tempole, but just in case she doesn't, I went ahead and had Sally attack it as well. And let's see if attacks still retarget as they do in 4th generation. Okay, good, they do. And we got a good flinch out of that too, so that's nice. We'll just have Blair do a tackle then. Oh, I should have targeted the empty panel and see if it retargeted from that. As it didn't matter anyway in that case. Okay, let's get this item. Super Potion, great item to grab. We need some free Super Potions. And seriously, that's like 4 steps and 2 wild fights. Tempole. We're not too afraid of this Tempole now. We're level 20. So let's do 2 Heart Stamps and maybe get a flinch. I don't know what the flinch rate on Heart Stamp is. Hopefully Solar Beam doesn't deal too much. Yeah, 10 damage. That's not horrible, given Sally's fairly sizable amount of HP. Considering she hasn't evolved yet, also. She's like almost up there with Blair. Actually, I think she may be... No, she's not quite... Well, yeah, Blair is 22 and has 60. Sally is 20 and has 58, I think that was. 58, is that right? Yeah, 58. So when she evolves, she's probably going to have a lot more HP. She's probably going to be the one with the most HP on the whole team. Let's go up here. What's up here? Hopefully... Oh, okay, here's a black belt that's going around. How much health does Sally have? So, yeah, Sally took a little bit of damage. Let's run back and get Sally healed up. And I still got to go after Team Plasma in this video, too. So that's... Yeah, this is... What is this at? Yeah, we're already about to an hour in a real time. That's obviously including the real-time grind time, which is going to be sped up. So yeah, whenever I encounter one of those throws, I have to be careful of Bide. And Sally doesn't have any leer or anything like that I can use to abuse Bide with. So, I mean, you can see how much weaker defensively Timber is compared to that other thing, as it took quite a bit more damage there. I mean, it got 1-hit KO'd instead of not even 2-hit KO'd. That could have been somewhat to do with level. I didn't check what that thing's level was, but still, that's still a significant difference. More little tadpoles. Yeah, I can't wait till we get to actually start using Kathy for real. Critical hit. That's very nice. We didn't encounter any Audino in our grinding session this video, though, so we didn't get any super boosted experience, unfortunately. And yeah, I can't wait until we get a large source of income in some way. I don't know what the mechanism for rebattling trainers in this game is. But, I mean, we've had some sort of mechanism for rebattling trainers, with the exception of first generation. You know, we had the Pokegear in 2nd gen, the Pokenav in 3rd, and the Versus Seeker in Fire Red Leaf Green, obviously, which was retained in Heart Gold Soul Silver, or, excuse me, was retained in Diamond and Pearl, and then horribly left out of Heart Gold Soul Silver, which is one reason I do not really... Oh, was that... Oh, okay. Check this out. So, you see this patch of grass right here? It's kind of moving, right? This is what Colby and Daryl were telling me when I talked with them today. That rare Pokemon of sorts is in here, and in this case I think it's going to be an Audino. Yes, that's what it is. Okay. They also told me that there are similar things, like in caves, and there was something about like a Duskull or Dusclops. I didn't really follow that quite well. But anyway, we're going to go for Heart Stamp. Hopefully we're faster. We are. And this is a level 12. So after that Growl, I think we're going to go for a Gust. And now we're going to go for another Heart Stamp, try to get a flinch. And this one does have an Oran Berry. Another Growl. Didn't get a flinch. So let's see if we can kill it with Gust. It'll be a 2-hit KO either way. Waste some time with Helping Hand. That's a nice thing about this thing, is it likes to waste its time. I have heard that it does know Attract. Also from talking in the Ferg today. 552, so that boosted us up quite a bit, even though it was, what was that, level 12? I mean, that was one of the higher level Audinos we've seen, actually. But yeah, we're going to have to keep our eye out for any rustling patches of grass, because those apparently are going to hold Audino. So we definitely want to fight as many of those as possible, because we like to get levels up. Levels up make the game easier, and make me less likely to have a coronary during this playthrough. Got a flinch off that, so let's switch over to Gust to finish it off. And I kind of want to film a third part directly after this, but I'm kind of getting a little bit stiff. Air Cutter, cool, okay. I'm pretty sure that's just a straight upgrade to Gust. 15 more base power, a little bit of an accuracy drop, but high critical hit rate is worth it. And it's also useful in double battles for hitting both guys, so that's cool. And this looks like a black belt right here. Okay, let's talk to him. Trained and trained like a madman. My Pokemon trained even more! Well, let's see how fighting types fare against Psychic Flying. I don't think they're going to fare too well. He's got a Timber, which hasn't, I don't think has shown me Bide. It's also only level 16. So, let's try out this new powered up Air Cutter. And we just got a straight up one-shot on him, so let's see. We get 221 experience, which is less than we got from the Audino. Or Audino. I'm not sure how you're supposed to pronounce that. Here's another... I like how the... So we're going to get into a fight immediately after this, which hopefully will not be too big of a deal. I totally love how we caught Sally in the Heal Ball. Really nice. I wish you could... I'm not sure if there's anything like this in the game, because, you know, I don't know anything about this game, apart from what I've disclosed on camera. You know, apart from the spoiler reel and what you guys have seen me discover during this playthrough, I know nothing about this game. I think I've seriously... You know, I forgot some things in the spoiler reel round. Okay. Oh, they did damage. I was like, is that just like a replacement for Sing? I'm assuming that's audio-based, and what I mean by that is it is blocked by soundproof. I also wouldn't be surprised if that thing has soundproof. I should probably, like, check that out with... actually, I don't have a move to check that out with yet. Let's see, we get damage? No, we did not take any damage. So we're just going to sit right here and wait for the girl to come back up. Come here. There we go. I test the challenge rock with my fist every day. So I'm assuming this is a battle girl. Unless they renamed them. Battle Girl, Lee, and they finally actually look like martial artists. You know? Another timber for her. Also level 16, also still male. And that's her only guy, so we're going to air cutter it as well. I think we one-shotted it last time without a crit. And we left it with 1 HP this time. Yeah, this thing is kind of cool because it carries around a 2x4 with it. I mean, kind of a stupid name, but the guy looks fairly okay. I still have not tried hard enough. Let's see, I wonder what our money's looking like now. I guess I can't. Again, I can't really check because I don't want to look at my trainer card. Because spoilers. There's a little outcropping up here, and my dowsing machine is telling me that we have an item right here. Ether. Yeah, nice range on this thing too. But very much like this thing. Netball. Unfortunately, we were not able to get a bug in the forest, but you know what? We got Kathy. I'm more than content to have Kathy. So I think that does it for this part of this route. So I think we are now good. And seriously, where are these train tracks? Where are they supposed to lead? They just stop. It's like some random train tracks that they just decided to put here in the middle of wherever. So I think everyone's level 20 or above now, right? Level 21 or so. Yeah, everyone's level 21 or level 22. So pretty well balanced party. And I think we're fairly well leveled for this part of the game. We had our issues with the second gym, but it wasn't that bad. I mean, we didn't lose anyone, so therefore it can't be that bad. Let's take out this Team Plasma Goon. Would you be looking for something? Yeah, I totally dig that little laser beam animation there. It's pretty cool. It's a female grunt this time. She's got a purloin, which we know from the previous part packs Pursuit, and is probably going to use Pursuit. But I'm going to stay in and air cutter and see if we can kill this thing. Sand attack, which kind of makes me wary because I don't want to do some stupid stuff, and then you know, I don't think it's going to kill me with Pursuit though. And it didn't use Pursuit anyway, so that's good. Go into Billy. Assist does nothing because she's retarded. No offense to the mentally ill. And we just kill it all with a water gun, so that wasn't too hard whatsoever. I'm surprised she didn't use Pursuit. My hunters are sabotaging us. I didn't quite catch all that. I can only read one line at a time. Do I look like the kind of girl to carry a heavy load? Yeah, you do! You have on armor! You have on bloody knight armor. You're Knights Templar people. Okay, so here's a, is this like a gambler or something like that? No one took any damage because she just did stupid crap. I'm guessing this is a gambler type deal. No, I patrol Pinwheel Forest every day and battle here's a piece of cake. Let's see what this person's got. Red hat dude. It's a Pokemon Ranger Forest. Wow, what a punny name, huh? A Herdier, which we're probably going to have to switch out on because it's going to probably bite us. Yeah, I'm going to switch out to Billy so I can get a... And well, I wonder what this thing's other ability is. Like, I hope it retains pickup. Okay, it's got takedown as well. And, this thing is way too strong! Good grief! Ugh! Like, I'm gonna go to Blair and see if Blair can tank this stuff. Like, that's dealing over half my life. I mean, I can't even heal up consistently from that. Stop! Okay, it's dealing under half to Blair. So, I should be faster than it as well. Let's see, that dealt... I'm down to about 4. That dealt 21. So a critical hit will deal, I'm going to say 45, just with damage variation. So I'm going to potion up, and that'll get me almost back to full anyway. And I'm going to either wait for this thing to kill itself with takedown, it's either gonna kill itself with takedown or it's gonna use a different move, and I'm gonna be able to get off a leaf tornado on it. Yeah, that time it did a bit more. Stop using takedown. Stop making me waste my potions. I mean, obviously, we can't lose Blair. If we lose Blair, it's, like, game over already. So now I feel like Xerxes in our 1 vs. 1, which reminds me of what I need to do for that. Okay, we're gonna, okay, I'm not gonna heal again. We're gonna tackle at this HP, because it'll hit. I should be, yeah, but I was gonna be mad if I wasn't faster. Okay. Seriously, good grief. Overpower moves. Overpower moves. Lots of money though, so that kind of made up for Jestleberry. Cool. That sort of made up for. Is that I wonder if that's the Moss Rock. I'm gonna have to check that out after we run out here and heal. God, that was annoying. How many potions do I have left? We've got 3 potions left. I kind of want to go buy some more. I'm hoping that we get the department store soon. But I need to go buy some more potions. So I'm just going to go ahead and head back to town to the Pokemon Center, even though we have a free heal place right there. It's not too much further to the Pokemon Center, but it's convenient. And I think we already checked this guy's items, right? He's got mail and yeah, just a couple balls. Okay, let's buy. Let's buy 4 more potions. Let's see. I know we got a free super potion at some point from the dowsing machine, which, if I recall correctly, has always been called the dowsing machine in Japan. But it wasn't until Heart Gold, Soul Silver, as I moved the camera, it wasn't until Heart Gold, Soul Silver that name finally became synced up. Honestly, I prefer the item finder better, because, I mean, well, in this case, it definitely is obviously a dowsing machine, because it shows the little rods like an actual dowsing rod, you know, with the 2 things where, you know, they come apart or go apart, I forget which way it is, when water is nearby, you know, that sort of thing. So, in this generation, in this rendition of it, it definitely makes sense for it to be that. Get this item. It's another super potion. That's great. We need more of those. We have an item to the south, but I'm going to go up here. I want to check this thing out. See if this is the Moss Rock. Yep, the surface is covered with moss. Touching it feels good somehow. Moss is kind of nice to feel. You know, if you don't mind getting your hand covered with moss. So a pretty good chance that Eevee is able to evolve right here. Yeah, here's the, and now that I look at that thing a little bit closer, I see it kind of has fangs. So yeah, it's almost certainly a bug type. Even though Sally is psychic type, she's also flying type, so I'm going to be neutral to bug, and I'm just going to kill the thing with the air cutter anyway. So go Sally. Doing pretty well in here. Okay, here we go. Here's the item. It's another tiny mushroom. So yeah, we're going to be selling these at some point. Moving the camera again, or not the camera, the DS. Here's a youngster. But I'm not really worried about youngsters, because we already beat Youngster Joy, so I don't think there's going to be any more top percentage Pokemon. Youngster... Youngster Nicholas, hey there. And, hey Blah, what's going on? Although Blah didn't IM me that time. Okay, we're gonna air cutter. That's rather funny. Mr. Nicholas and out Timber. Another thing that's gonna get destroyed by air cutter. I appreciate it when we actually get to sweep in a Nuzlocke. I mean, it's kind of refreshing, you know, that we get to just sweep some guys and not have to worry about dying. That's rather nice. Strong points. I don't know, because there are too many. Well, okay. see, there looks like a item in the... What is this? Oh, okay. I thought this was like a tree trunk that we couldn't get in. Strange. Oh, okay, we just can't, we can go in on this side. Okay, yeah, now I can see it better. I couldn't see it based on the angle of my DS. That was the problem. Oh, okay, there's a dude hiding here. Get great powers drawn from nature without opposing it. That is the strength of Rangers. Pokemon Ranger! Those games are awesome, by the way. In their own way. Certainly not as good as the main series, but if you don't mind some carpal tunnel from stylus slashing, pretty fun. We're in an air cutter, and I think I totally just spat on the screen. Check this out, right here. Which is humorous to just use Lick, which is super effective, but doesn't deal too much. Doesn't paralyze either, which is good. Heart Stamp. There we go. Not too hard, not too bad. One of the powers I got from nature, a Chesto Berry. That's nice, because sleep is annoying. I like how trainers like give you items after you beat them in this game. Pretty nice. Gosh, what is this item? Is there another person here? Where's this item? It's currently in northwest from right here. And it's straight up from right here. So, I wonder if we can go down into the riverbed there. Anyway, we're gonna go around here some way. Okay. Here's another... I wonder if we can talk to these. Yep, we can talk to them and spring them. Inhale, exhale. Okay, now, Pokemon fight. Irene. Irene has a Panpour. I'm guessing we're gonna have another guy later that has a what was the thing called? Panseer? I think that was what the guy had. We're gonna go out to Blair. Holy crap! Yeah. See, when I record these, I kind of have to bend over. That's what she said. And in order to look at the DS and be closer to the microphone and stuff. So. Yeah, it's kind of not great on my back, huh? I'm getting too old for this stuff. Because if I don't lean over, then my webcam blocks my view of the DS somewhat. So, sacrifices have to be made. And a Pecha Berry this time. Less useful than a Chesto Berry, in so much as antidotes are cheaper than awakenings. This game and its wild fights, I tell you. Pidove! Like, I really want a Pidove plushie. Like, as soon as I see a Pidove plushie, I'm getting one. Like, I want a Pidove plushie. Quick attack. I keep thinking that Sally is Ghost, too. Just because of reasons, I don't know. Heart Stamp. Yeah, that's gotta be, like, a unique move to this thing, and it obviously lets evolutions as well. Okay, no fight right here. It gotta be right here, right? Tiny mushroom. Okay, I'm gonna assume that's what the thing was, because now the item finder is off. So that's what the thing was. And here's another Team Plasma Goon. And Sally's relatively healthy, but given the way this one's on higher ground, I'm not uber confident that I can take it on. And getting some more wild fights in for more experience never hurt anyone. Except when their Pokemon died. Then it hurt them a lot. Although, I don't think we've lost anyone to any wild Pokemon yet. Only trainers. We lost 2 to School Kid Marcia, I think it was, and then obviously we lost our beloved Chelsea to in his tadpole thing. Okay, here's the Petalil, which kind of looks like a cactus, I guess. Something like that. Oh, I thought it looked like a cactus from the Overworld sprite, but now I'm not so sure. Maybe it's a Petunia / Lily, or just Petal Lily. Something like that. Run through the tree trunks. Good thing those tree trunks are here, huh? Or else we wouldn't be able to get through. And we're going to make our way out of here. Yeah, that's awesome that the Moss Rock is here. I don't know if you can, you know, I'm sure you can't, you know, Pal Park or whatever it is on this game. Oh wait, the heal place is back here. I'm sure you can't do that until after you beat the game, and probably until after you complete the Ishu Pokédex, or Unova Pokédex, whatever it is, this region, whatever it is, until you complete that Pokédex, which apparently is completed the same way as Diamond and Pearl, just by seeing the guys, which is kind of nice. And I'm guessing that it's kind of the same thing. If you don't skip any trainers, you'll have almost all the Pokédex done for you. So that's probably what we plan to. That's what we're definitely going to plan to do. I don't plan to skip any trainers. You know, I may miss some just accidentally, but I don't think I'm going to be completing the Pokédex on camera or anything like that. I'm assuming I even make it that far. I mean, the playthrough will be considered to be over when the champion is beaten, and whenever the first time the credits roll. Okay, the first time the credits roll, that's when the LP is done. I mean, if there is I highly doubt that there's anything like Kanto in Heart Gold Soul Silver, like any sort of secondary quest in this game. This is also our first wild Venipede, by the way. And guess what gender it is? It's female. I highly doubt there's anything like that in this game, but if so, I don't think I'll be covering it. I may continue the Nuzlocke for fun, but this LP will be over either when the credits roll or when... Oh, okay, there's a Jiggly Patch back here. We're going to give this one to Billy, because I want Billy to... I feel like he should probably... Why can't I say the word probably? Probably be evolving soon. And also because he totally wrecks Audino. And holy crap, level 17. So we should be getting a decent amount of experience out of this, to say the least. Rock Smash. Get the fence cut. Hopefully that'll allow it. Oh sweet, we got a dodge from Double Slap, which is great, because Double Slap tends to hit 5 times, annoyingly enough. No defense drop out of that one, though. Attract. LOLs! Okay, because it's a male on male. It's not going to work on Billy. Critical hit. I don't know if we needed that or not. 1,000 experience, so that's officially the highest amount of experience we've gotten in this playthrough. Level 22 wants to learn the move Scald, like scalding hot water. Let's see if this is the equivalent of Incinerate. Water type, 15 PP. 80 power. Oh, this is hilarious. This is, oh, wow. I don't know how widely learned this move is, but this is actually, I think this is a pretty valid competitive move. 15 PP, 80 power, 100 accuracy, and chance at burn from a water type attack. I think this is the first non-fire attack. Well, there's never mind, Tri-Attack. But outside Tri-Attack, I think this is the first move that can cause burn that is not a fire type move. So this is definitely a huge upgrade to Water Gun. Obviously, burn status in game, super sweet. I'm assuming it's 10%. As anything higher than that would be way too good, I think. I mean, I have Lava Plume on my stuff just for the extra burn chance. I think a few things that learn Lava Plume. So I'm gonna try out this stalled move, see what it looks like. Yeah, she shoots boiling hot water. And oh, we got the burn hacks. Check that out, Bug Bite. It looks like I think this is the first status we've seen in the game. I think that, yeah, this is the first status we've seen. So this is what the status bars look like. Just a little, it's kind of on the left side there. I don't know if that's going to replace the little caught Pokeball symbol or not. But it also looks like this thing is Grass Bug, because it resisted water, and I'm assuming it is in fact Bug type. So that's good to know. It looks like it is Grass Bug, which is one of the most horrible typings in the game. I mean, you do get 2 4x resistances, yes, to grass and ground, but it's not worth, obviously, the ridiculous amount of weakness to fire and flying. Made even worse if you're parasitic with dry skin. But yeah, bug grass, one of the worst type combinations in the game. But I like that Scald move. I think that's definitely a valid competitive move. I mean, anything that has a chance at burn and is that powerful and has pretty decent PP too. 15, that's not too bad. I don't know why I did Bite. Oh wait, never mind. Dark is neutral to bug. My bad. That did a little bit more than I want. We're gonna go out to Sally. I need to put Sally back at the top of the party also, because she seems to be doing pretty well against things in this forest. Alright. And like, we're already like back injured again. But you know, let me put Sally back at the top of the party. Of course, the only reason we are injured is because I kept Billy in front of the party when I should have moved him back. But anyway, screw it. We're gonna go ahead and go up here and fight this person. So you made it this far. I'll hold you here. Some of the friends can get away. Okay, so this is just another grunt. I wasn't sure because they were kind of up on an elevated place. Plasma Grunt sends out a Patrat. And I kind of have to be careful with Patrats and Sally because she doesn't have a special move that she can use to deal with them, you know, like to counter Bide. She has Imprison and attack moves, so... However, Billy has Work Up, so we're going to use that. Patrat uses Attack, but it failed. We're going to use Work Up anyway. And yeah, it's going to go for a Bide. We're just going to Work Up for 2 more turns. I also found out Work Up is apparently called Cheer Up in Japan. I guess that's okay. Based on the animation, it sort of looks like it's, you know, doing a Goku style, you know, that sort of thing. So I think Work Up, or Pump Up might be a better word, but I like Work Up better than Cheer Up. It sounds better to me for what the move does, and based on the animation. So probably is going to be one of the few things that I like better in the English translation of this game. Our rules and your rules are different. Yeah, they are. You guys, your rules say that Pokemon should be set free. My rules say that if I let a Pokemon faint, or if a Pokemon faints, it's dead forever, and I can only catch 1 Pokemon in each area. And, also, additional rules about LP rules. But you guys don't care, because you don't understand what an LP is, because you're in-game and I am in-game and out-of-game, I guess. I'm both places at once. And Sally's getting close to level 23, which is kind of nice. She's going to become our highest level character here in a moment. And yeah, I was just thinking last night, reflecting on the loss of my Chelsea, Rebecca, and Rita, about how in a Nuzlocke challenge, everyone really becomes a character. It's like, this isn't just some Pokemon I caught on a route, it's a vital member of my team. I mean, it's like, you know, you keep getting this Pokemon taking damage. It's like in Final Fantasy IV, you know, oh crap, Rosa keeps taking damage, I'm gonna have to keep having her spam Cure on herself, or, you know, stuff like that. I mean, obviously there's no in-game character development like there are in normal, quote-unquote, RPGs. But, you know, that's kind of where you have to use your imagination, give your own Pokemon personalities, or if you're lazy, you can just base it off their natures and stuff like that. But, I guess the personalities, if they have any for me, are based on the character they're named after, which is bad because half the characters that they're named after have very little personalities. But regardless of that, here's another Venipede, which I assume to be a bug poison type. I'm actually going to test that right now with a heart stamp, see if it is poison type. And it is, so that's good to know for the future. I mean, Venipede, that's pretty obvious. It's Venom, Centipede, so, or Millipede, whichever. Regardless. Actually, it's Pede, so it just means foot, but, you know. It could have absolutely nothing to do with the Centipede or Millipede. It's just Pede, as in foot. More of these things to kill. Which has more PP? Hard Snap and Air Cutter have the same PP, so... Okay, this thing has Protect. That's what Protect looks like now. Not too different from the previous generation. Poison Point's activated, though. So, Poison Point is this thing's ability. I like how you kind of change color when you're affected by status. That is another way to help you remember that, hey, I'm statused. At least we've seen that for... we've seen that for Poison and Burn now. That's kind of funny that Burn is the first status we saw in this LP. You know, you'd expect it to be Poison or maybe Paralysis. Heck, we even had a couple Sleep moves thrown at us and we dodged them all. So that's pretty nice. Because of that quick use of Antidote, we didn't take any damage. No, that's another thing too. That's a good time for me to bring this up. I think the first Pokemon that was ever lost in their very first Nuzlocke challenge, the original Ruby Nuzlocke comic, was due to poison. And as you know, in the newer games, poison it's not fatal. If you're, you know, you survive the poisoning with one hit point and then the poison fades away. There is somewhat of a debate on that because it is sort of cheapens that whole rule about, or you know, the way poison can kill you off. So some people play it as if, you know, if you do get to the 1 HP and the poisoning fades away, it still counts as you being dead. And here's that Pansear I was assuming would come up momentarily. But honestly, for us, I don't really care. I'm not gonna let a guy get down that low because I'm gonna have antidotes. So and that's also where the whole, you know, you can't buy healing items comes into play. It's like, oh, you know, you can't buy antidotes, so poison's really deadly. And here's another new status. It looks like, yeah, we have a slight yellow thing when you're paralyzed. So we're gonna go for Scald, though. It'll be interesting to see if Scald is capable of burning a fire type. I really doubt it, as I think they're just immune to the status, not just the effect from the move. Which reminds me that in first generation, if you're an electric type, you get hit by an electric move, you are automatically immune from the added effects. I think that was in general true. You were immune from added effects if you were the same type as that move. So that was pretty nice. We have 5 paralyzed heals, so we're gonna go ahead and get that paralysis from Lick off of Billy. And what's down here? This is the same kind of grass, right? Yeah, this is, this forest is this is a rather large forest, actually. This is gonna end up, yeah, I think we're at approximately an hour right now. Maybe a little under. Obviously I don't know, as I haven't edited the video yet. Edited out the grinding. But Sally's able to just rip through all these wild guys, and that's pretty awesome for us. We can't go that way. Oh, I need to bring up my dowsing machine. I keep forgetting to have that pulled up. I probably need to move Air Cutter up to her top spot too, as it's the one I'm using more often. Yeah, let's do that right now. Let's move Sally. We will move. No, not Servine. Sally! Sally! Air Cutter is now at the top. Okay. Alright, dowsing machine picking up nothing right now. Looks like a jump off point right there. This game and its wild fights. This game and its wild fights. I don't know. I was also talking to Xerxes the other day, and he mentioned that he thought this game was one of the harder Pokemon games, if not the hardest one, just for various reasons. He said that I was screwed just because I caught the Patrat in the first route, Rebecca. I I think I'm more screwed than that now that I've lost the thing, but, you know. Oh, heck yeah! Grass Knot! I wonder if, I think that's the same TM number, is it not? So, let's see. I don't think I'm going to teach that to anyone. It's more useful in competitive play than it is in game. Billy is capable of learning it, but he's already got kind of a full move pool, and I mean it would be nice to allow him to take on other water types, but we already have Blair to take on water types and resist them, so I'm not too afraid of that. Our starter is what we use against water types. Might be useful if they had water and ice moves, yes. And that also kind of makes him useful. I doubt that he fits the mold of a bulky water, but that might be a good anti-bulky water Pokemon to use, whatever this thing evolves into. For having some Grass Knot, because usually bulky waters are pretty heavy. And usually they carry water and ice moves, which that thing would resist. So that's a potential guy there, but again, I don't know these things' base stats. I don't know how viable anything is in competitive play. I'm assuming the starters are still valid enough. But, are there any starters that are, like, legit in U? Because I think, like, Charizard may be in U, but Charizard is not in U. That's just Smogon lying to us all. And I'm surprised there's not an item right there. How do I get over here? Okay, do I have to... Can I circle around there? Did I miss that? And the screen is way crazy because I keep moving the DS. That's not cool. But yeah, I don't think any starter is really that bad enough to deserve to be an NU. I don't know, maybe Meganium, but Meganium is fairly bulky. Fairly bulky. So I don't even really think it is. Yay, Pidove! See, now that I caught this, now that I have my beloved Kathy, I'm not going to be sad anymore when we see Pidove. I'm going to be happy. Happy when we see a Pidove, because I have a Pidove again. I'm so glad we have a Pidove. Seriously, I've got to get a Pidove plushie. Sally is just gaining all the experience for this time. Okay, I'm guessing we have to have Surf or something for this. And based on the way we just ran through about 5 or 6 patches of grass without getting a wild fight, I'm gonna assume that the Heart Gold Soul Silver thing about the whole, when you run, the wild encounter goes up. I'm gonna assume that's not true right now. Oh, crap, forgot about Air Cutter. Okay, still didn't deal too much, though. I know Pidove does not have very great special attack, unfortunately. Even though Kathy's quiet, her special attack is still like, it's still 20 versus 30 for her on special versus physical attack. Here's this poor little thing that I'm assuming is going to be garbage, and not literal garbage like that thing I mentioned in the first part in the spoiler reel. But I can't see a bug grass unless this thing has a sick move pool, sick ability, or something like that. I can't see this thing being very good. You know what? I need to stop thinking competitive play, because I'm really enjoying this game just for being a video game. So I should probably remember that that's why I'm playing this. So I don't know. I can't help but analyze stuff on a competitive level at some point. Well, it's probably because I'm bored, because we're getting stuck with. Seriously, how many wild fights have we had? There's a crit, which I'm probably just gonna potion for, because I don't want to go back out and then have to come back through and do 20 more wild fights that I'm not gonna cut out, because I'm just not. Okay, so here's this tunnel, and I think we have several potions anyway. Oh, we actually have 3 tiny mushrooms. Where am I? I'm gonna have to get used to the medicine pockets on this game too, because they changed them up a bit. Actually went with fewer pockets this time. Okay. Heal Sally up. Billy's kind of injured. Crap, I just wasted a potion because it doesn't take you back. Well, I'm gonna heal Billy up anyway. I totally wasted a potion right there. I'm upset about that. Whatever. Okay, this looks like the boss. based on the way the screen kind of scrolled up. A Pursuer. And in before this guy has a Purloin. But if he does, then at least Sally is kind of my strongest bet. Okay, yeah, this guy is definitely the boss. He's got 3 guys. Has a Path Trap out first. And we're going to switch out to Billy. Because I kind of like to sweep with Billy. I mean, if he's got level 14s, Billy should be able to take him out, no problem. Yeah, and plus Patra has Bite. 7 damage, we can take that. So I'll just work up 2 or 3 more times. Attack, I don't care. Get a couple of stat ups, and then maybe we can sweep this guy. Attack again, he gets it twice in a row, but it doesn't matter because I used work up again. And I think we're going to go ahead and do it one more time. Really nice move on this guy because he's mixed, or at least he is right now. Okay, let's go with a Rock Smash on this guy with +3 attack. Totally wipes out that dude. Let's see what else he's got. Another Patrat. Not a problem, not a problem. Sandile is his last guy. Intimidate. But that's fine, because we're going to use our new move, Scald. Scalding Hot Water, which reminds me that I need to soak my feet in some Epsom salt tonight, because my toe seriously needs, like, medical attention. Plasma! Yeah, if you guys keep sucking this bad, you're not going to be able to save the Pokemon, right? Take your stupid skull. So yeah, is this like a Dragonite? I can't remember if Dragonite has a horn right there, though. Hang on. Time to pull out my suitcase with my ultra awesome annotated Ultimate National Pokédex. The last Pokédex put out by Nintendo Power for Diamond and Pearl. Because I can't remember if Dragonite has a horn right there or not. I mean, otherwise it looks just like him. And yes, Dragonite does have a horn. It's kind of on the back of his head almost. I thought he did, but I just wasn't sure where it was located. So the dream our king had, the dream we had, won't come true. Gorm. How are you holding up, fellow subject of our king? Gorm of the Seven Sages. What is this, Zelda? I'm mortified that this skull, which we went through so much trouble to obtain, was stolen so easily. You didn't, well, I didn't steal it, you gave it to me. Yeah, it's just a skull. This is not the legendary Pokemon which Team Plasma is looking. It's completely unrelated. Yeah, it's just another Dragon type. I'm assuming that the legendaries are Dragon types just because Nintendo loves Dragon types. And by the way, I was really hoping that they would introduce a light type in this generation. I still don't know if they have or not, actually. That, or some type that would resist dragon, so we could get a 4X dragon resist with a light steel type, for example. But anyway, here we go. Oh, sweet! The bug Pokemon were getting all worked up, so here I come. I guess that means that he is a bug type trainer. If so, that's really cool because I like bug type gym leaders. This important looking guy. This gym leader is pretty cool. Are you here to help your friends? Excuse me, I'm pretty sure I defeated him. More gym leaders. Who are you supposed to be? Is this guy the big boss? One of the 7 sages of Team Plasma. Guess this. Oh, okay. Or Getsis. Another of the 7 sages will liberate Pokemon with words alone. The remainder of the 7 sages have ordered their compatriots to take Pokemon with full force. But the odds are little against us now. To you, the bug Pokemon user Berg, and the normal Pokemon user Lenora, I say, know your enemies, know yourself, and you need not fear the result of 100 battles. This time we shall retreat quietly. Secure the liberation of Pokemon. We will steal Pokemon from trainers! Kinda like Team Snag'em, huh? Except not. Because Team Snag'em knew they were evil. These guys are Knights Templar and think that they're good. Even though you were gym leaders, we will not tolerate any further obstruction from you. We will settle this someday. So yeah, lots of interaction with gym leaders in this game. They're a speedy bunch. Castelia City, that's what the gym was there. No, I wanted to look at it. Oh well. Oh well. What kind of training taking Pokemon are happy? Moonstone, okay. Alright, I highly doubt that Pidove evolves when we use that. But let's go in here. The cat might evolve, I don't know. I just say that because I know Skitty evolves with the Moonstone, so... Seriously, who thought it was a good idea to put, like, random items and Pokeballs in the same pocket? Like, really? Where is this Moonstone? Here we go. It'd also be nice if these stones were infinite use, too, you know? No one in the party can use the Moonstone. And I highly doubt that Pidove does, so... Seeing as, very few things, well, actually, very few things use a Moonstone for their or use any kind of stone for their first evolution, and then evolve further. And we get a Miracle Seed now. That kind of makes me wish that I had lied to the guy earlier and picked the said I had a Water type starter, so he would give me Mystic Water, so I could put that on Billy. But then again, it did come in really handy for the gym, so I guess that's okay. Yeah, I guess that's okay. Anyway, we should be well over an hour now. So Team Plasma taken care of. We got Roost on a leveled up Kathy. That's really nice. And I think we are looking pretty decent right now. We're down to 3 guys, but we've got 3 pretty strong guys. They were way over leveled for Team Plasma, I think, and definitely Sally got up. Holy crap, Sally is... Yeah, everyone pretty much gained a level in that. We got an awesome new move for Billy. I think Sally got air cut of this vid, right? I think that was this part. Blair got Leech Seed last part. Okay, so alright, I think I'm gonna call it a night after that. It's pretty much 10 o'clock right now. So yeah, we're gonna save it here. 2 gym badges now in tow. And yeah, we're already up to 10.5 hours here, and yeah, nowhere near that on video part time due to the sped up grinding sessions. And yeah, I'd rather have those sped up and put you guys through less ordeals, and also just make the files smaller, the file size smaller that way. So yeah, we're gonna continue our grind sessions next part, probably moving into the forest this time, maybe with Kathy. That's what we're going to grind in next time. Matter of fact, why don't I go ahead and get that set up? Yeah, sure, why not? We'll go ahead and withdraw Kathy. And yeah, next time we will be moving into the forest. We'll do some grinding, and then we'll come back here. Or I guess I can probably just keep Kathy with me in case the town is right there. But otherwise, I will bring her back here, drop her off in the box, because again, if we lose all of the guys in the party and no one's left in the box except dead guys, then that really sucks. So, that will do it for this part. Team Plasma taken care of, a lot of trainers taken care of, and we killed a really high level Audino, which got us a lot of experience, so that was cool. And yeah, lots of levels up. So, see you guys in the next part. This was part 8, right? I think so. Yeah, part 8. So, see you guys for part 9 next time. Thanks for watching. Later days.